In Class 6A, top-ranked Coppell playing at Mansfield Friday night on the Tigers' home field. Mansfield trailed at the half, but they scored twice after the break, including this perfectly placed shot from 35 yards out. Nico West, come on, man. Top shelf. That's good stuff. It finds the back of the net. Tigers take a 2-1 lead. Coppell looking to tie it now. Nick Taylor on the breakaway when he's fouled by Bryce Breedlove. That sets up the penalty kick for the Cowboys. It's Taylor who takes the penalty kick. Nick, smooth as he goes. Nicely done. We're tied at 2 apiece. Coppell has a chance to retake the lead in the 73rd minute with a free kick by Brandon Bone. And Wyatt Priest gets the goal with the header to put the Cowboys back in front. 3-2. Cowboys loving it. They keep the rally going with one more goal. It's Nick Taylor again with a shot from 20 yards out. That's the 3rd goal in the span of 11 minutes for Coppell. Explosive. And the Cowboys beat Mansfield by the final of 4-2. Big winners in the bi-district playoffs this week include the Coppell Cowboys, one of the area's perennial powers. They're championship contenders again this year. We highlighted their win against Mansfield earlier, and now we're hearing from head coach Chad Rakestraw and his team members who joined us in studio. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, Coach, let's start with you. You got a lively bunch. I had the chance to spend just a few minutes with them. How would you characterize this year's Coppell team?
They're vibrant. They're very energetic. We've got an incredible group of guys that are committed to each other. The best way I can describe it is that we treat each other as a family and play as one.
All right, let's meet some of the guys who are on this team. We'll start with a senior midfielder, Scott Samigian. And Scott, I know that the soccer at your school takes on such importance. The girls team does great. You guys have won state championships. They've won state championships. Can you tell me what the relationship is like between you guys and the girls team? Is there this healthy respect that you have for each other?
Yeah, it's very important for our school to have 2 programs that they can be behind for both the guys and the girls. There's usually an expectation for there to be a good season, and so there is some competition there between the guys and the girls teams to see who can make it the farthest, but at the same time we're all rooting for each other, and hopefully we can do the best in the end.
And yeah, Scott, just to echo on that sentiment, is it kind of a positive push for both programs that you help lift each other up?
Yes, for sure. Unfortunately, during district we can't be at each other's games, but during playoffs we always make sure that we go and support the other team.
All right, great. Let's move along. Next, we'll meet Andrew Grimmer, who's plays defense. He's a senior captain as well. And Andrew, let's talk about this team chemistry component that you guys certainly have. When I have all these champions who come in and sit in those same seats that you gentlemen are now, the champions like to talk about the importance of team chemistry. How is yours? How do you build it? And what's it like amongst the group?
Yeah, so this year's group is a very special group. We all see each other as brothers, and we all treat each other like brothers, always mess around with each other. And once it comes to game time, though, and practice time, we're always pushing each other, making each other better. But end of the day, we're always there for each other, and we've been building a relationship all this year.
And you guys have obviously built it well, and that strong foundation will no doubt try and carry you through as you continue along the playoffs. And speaking of, a familiar opponent is next in line. You guys have Flower Mound Marcus next. And to talk about that, let's bring in Marcelo Gaitan. He's a senior forward captain as well. Let's use that healthy word again, Marcelo. It's a healthy rivalry that you have coming up. Tell me what it's like between you two schools when you guys get on the pitch.
Yes, sir. It's kind of a crazy game. We've played him in previous years, especially as seniors. We've played him in the previous years, our freshman and sophomore year, and they've always been a competitive team, a good team, very physical. We always look forward to playing them. It's always a good game, so we're looking forward to that.
When you play games like this, Marcelo, when you know the intensity level will be high, do you feel like it's an opportunity to really bring out the best in yourself and your team?
Yes, sir, for sure. We all see the opportunity there, and we all try to help each other and push each other to be the best player out on that field. You know, we always want to win, no matter who it is, so we always push each other.
And it'll be a great opportunity coming up as you guys try and keep your playoff run going. Let's meet a junior player who is going to join us now. Nick Taylor is a junior forward. And Nick, I know you're one of 11 players on this team who also play on club teams, and you're a great example of how difficult it can be. Of course, the Dallas Cup was just here. You played 5 games for your Cup team in a week. The last Friday at 1 o'clock and then Friday at 7, you played your last playoff game here with your Coppell High School team. What is that like? I mean, that's a ton of work. That's a ton of games. That's a ton of time committed to soccer. Tell me what it's like.
Well, definitely, it takes a lot of mental preparation, and you have to be physically in shape and be at your top form. It's hectic, it's crazy. There's so many games, and you have to take one at a time. Just focus on each one individually, and not worry about what's upcoming. Sorry.
And I tell you, you did a great job with it, though. You scored a couple of goals Friday night after that incredible week. How'd you pull that off?
Like I said, I just had to stay focused on the game. I had to keep my level of intensity no matter how tired I was feeling. Just knowing that I wanted to keep going on in playoffs, and desire to want to win state just kept that drive going.
Well, keep it up. You're obviously in good shape, and you guys are in good shape as well as a team as you head through this playoff run. And let's close with that thought. Coach Rakestraw, how do you reach your potential and go as far as you'd like to as these playoffs continue? What does your team need to do?
Yeah, I mean, we've got to maintain a level of intensity that's going to not just match teams but surpass it. And I think that in this upcoming game, it's going to be a great week for us to just prepare for a tough opponent. And the biggest thing for us is to match the physicality of Marcus and be able to still put the ball on the ground and play. And so I think that if we can do those two things, we're going to be good. And we've got a great shot at making a good run.
And you guys did a great job tonight. That's head coach Chad Rakestraw and the Coppell Cowboys. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being on the show tonight, and good luck with the rest of the playoffs. Thanks. Much more great UIL soccer action in store over the next few weeks. The area round is up next, followed by the regional and state tournaments. And we'll be watching to see how far teams like the Coppell Cowboys can go. Our thanks to head coach Chad Rakestraw and his players for spending part of their Easter with us. They did a great job. So before we go, the Cowboys are going to break us down.
Cowboys on 3. 1, 2, 3, Cowboys.
All right, great stuff. Thanks so much for spending some time, folks. I'm Joe Trahan. Good night and have a great week.
Three championship thrillers on Saturday, one more to go. Top-ranked and undefeated Coppell playing Austin Lake Travis in the 6A Boys Championship. 11 minutes in, Coppell on the corner kick. Andrew Grimmer heads it to Wyatt Priest, who heads it in for the goal, and a 1-0 Coppell Cowboys lead. Later in the half, 32nd minute, Lake Travis gets it even when they keep the ball in front, and Connor Vilvin puts it in the goal, and that makes it 1-1. That was the score at halftime. It remained even until the 50th minute. A free kick for Coppell ends up in the box where Scott Samigian finishes the set piece with a shot on goal for a score. Cowboys take a 2-1 lead. Less than 3 minutes later, they make it 3-1 on another free kick by Brandon Bond. And Parker McClure finishes with the header as Coppell starts to turn a close game into a rout. Junior Nick Taylor, the Coppell Cowboys leading scorer, gets the next one from 30 yards away, finds the top corner for a 4-1 Coppell lead, and they weren't done. Wyatt Priest gets it open in front of the goal to score the next one to make it 5-1, and Tanner Traw tacks on one more for Coppell. It was close for a half, But it's all Coppell in the final 30 minutes. Cowboys claim the 6A state title, 6-1 the final over Lake Travis.
Going into half, it was just calm, just be able to just get the ball on the floor and play our game. You know, we don't have to do anything special, and that's exactly what they did. Played with incredible composure.